We now have 15 million monthly active users in 190 countries. We're used in like 80% of Fortune 500 companies. Like, just it's grown pretty rapidly.
And it's 500,000 paid users, I read?
Yeah, 500,000 paid users.
I mean, that's unbelievable. And what does the product start at?
So
$20 a month or something?
Yeah, so the broad concept is that it's completely free to use. So the idea is that regardless of your income, regardless of where you are in the world, you can use Canva and like create awesome presentations and pitch decks and marketing materials. But then if you want to increase your productivity, you can pay. And then when you do that, it's called Canva Pro. We just rebranded it last week. And yeah, it's $12.95 and you get access to all this amazing stuff.
So it's only $1,200. It's $400 more than Photoshop. I'm joking. It's $12.95 a month.
Exactly.
Which is like, what is that a year? $150? Isn't
Yeah.
that?
And you get access to like 1 million photos. The whole point is like, it's really like, we want to give as much value as we possibly can.
And people think you're insane for giving it to them for $12 a month, don't they?
That's exactly the goal.
Yeah. So the churn is incredibly low. People don't quit because why would you quit something that's cheaper than Netflix that you use for business?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see. Like, I guess that's the whole point, is we want to give as much value. Like when we launched, Photoshop was $1,500. Like, who can afford that?
It's crazy.
So yeah, especially not students and everyone else. So we wanted to make sure it was accessible.
And that's why everybody was pirating it like crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you paid all that money, then had to spend hundreds of hours of learning it, and then your license, like they upgrade the software, every 30 months or something. You got to delete it off your thing and reinstall it. It was just so arduous. What I love with Canva is like you can get on it and have your invite or your business cards, whatever you need to get done, like within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're just done. Simplicity and taking features out is kind of the new feature, isn't it?
Yeah, one of our philosophies was click minimization. So the idea is trying to like ensure you have the least number of clicks to get the maximum amount of value or to move you towards your goal as quickly as possible. And so if you look at the number of clicks that would previously be required to create a presentation and going to all these different libraries and all these different content places and collaboration, compared to what it requires, what you can do in Canva, is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. And when did the product start to take off? When did you start charging for it? Because it was completely free at the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, we will forever have a completely free plan.
Yeah.
And the idea is like there's no cap on the number of designs you can create. You can create as much as you want. And so we launched in 2014 our paid product.
And it grew to 500,000. Was there some tipping point where it just took off?
I should show you some of our charts. It's quite funny. It's just a pretty nice looking exponential pointy curve.
Yeah.
Just like it's been growing really consistently for now 5 years.
It's one of the magical things about SaaS products. When people buy a subscription and you overservice them, they don't quit and it compounds. So Calm.com, which we invested in, the meditation app, I don't know if you use it, but it I think they have 1 million subscribers now. So very similar to you in terms of the footprint. And when that happens, you can just invest in the product massively. At least 500, 600 people you have. What do they do? What are the departments?
Yeah, so we have the full spectrum. So we have a lot of engineers. I think we've got about 250 or a lot of engineers.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of product designers and graphic designers and copywriters and product managers and data analysts and the full swag.
What about all these other competitors? I know there were like a ton of them, Figma, Easily, Visually, all these ones, but none of them have hit any kind of scale. What do you think the differentiator has been for Canva?
I think, I guess right from the start, we really set out to solve a really significant pain point. Like having seen, firstly, when I was teaching design programs, and then with Fusion, really seeing the pain points that people were having, really seeing the power of having this online collaborative platform. And then just being really true to that. So having even as we were starting our small business with the first company, trying to get a brochure and getting quoted $1,500 when we didn't have $1,500 to make a brochure.
No.
And so I think just being really focused on the customer's pain point and what they're trying to do has been pretty powerful. But then I've been just blown away by our community. So we've got 150,000 YouTube videos have been made about Canva. People are tweeting about it. They're having their own Facebook groups with tens of thousands of people. Just all.
What are they
sorts of
doing?
things.
Sharing what they're building?
Yeah, and giving each other tips and workshops and for all sorts of niche industries. So like there's YouTube videos about Canva for YouTube thumbnails and for beekeepers and for dentists and in all sorts of languages.
Is it sort of like Etsy in that if you become really good at Canva, you can then become a graphic designer and make $20-30 an hour, like on the back of your $12 subscription?
Yeah, I see all the time job ads going up saying either like Canva's a required skill or on the inverse, people are putting it on their resume. And then even on Upwork, there's people that are advertising like Canva as a specialty.
That's mind-blowing.
So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. In the early days, we had to do a lot of external things. So it was really like, you know, the internal and external locus of control. Like it was a very external, I have a very internal locus of control, but I was having to ask permission, please be my investor, please join my team.
Yes.
And now like it's sort of really lucky because it's really about us executing and us delivering upon our community's needs and building out this platform that we've always been dreaming about. And so I've sort of went through a really strong phase of just being able to purely service and work with our community. Realize now we probably need to start to build Canva's profile a little stronger in the like.
I think it's a good idea, but you know, I appreciate the focus because I see a lot of founders in the earlier phase to you getting caught up in their TEDx talks and Summit at Sea and Web Summit and this summit and that summit. I'm like, how about we summit profitability?
Yeah, we are profitable.
Yeah. Can we summit like filling the 4 positions in our management team that are empty right now? Like there's other mountains to summit right now other than like going on a cruise with a bunch of dipshits to like, you know, say we're going to change the world. Like being laser focused. And that's the purity, I think, of the moment you probably had the last couple of years is when you have that product market fit and you know it. That is the ultimate pressure reliever, isn't it, as a founder?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that
like
there
being
isn't
loved, your customers love you.
100%.
Yeah.
So seeing like the stories from our community. So there's been 1 billion designs created, and in those like billion designs are the most amazing stories. Like a lady found her birth mother. Sheriffs in the US use it to create wanted posters.
Yeah.
Like so many people have like helped get their small business off the ground, and like all of these amazing stories. And like that literally is what fuels our team and makes us super happy. I think on the other side of things, it always feels like we haven't yet done enough. We say we've done 1% and we like really mean that that's kind of almost an exaggeration. Like there's just so much more that we want to do and achieve yet.
I think that's probably the reason why people are willing to pay the price they paid in terms of valuation for the company, which, let's face it, its valuations are very high right now. But if you think about having 500,000 subscribers right now, and
that's only one revenue stream, I should state.
Yeah.
So we've got 500,000 subscribers. We had like 250,000 print orders through our print product now.
Oh, okay.
And then we also
make a little bit of a vig on that.
Yeah, and then we have a marketplace as well, so people can purchase images.
But if you're just thinking about the raw number,
as an aside.
but the raw number of subscribers, it's very interesting when I remember when Calm was coming up and people were like, yeah, I don't think they can get to like more than 10 or 20,000 subscribers, like people willing to pay for meditation. And people don't understand the scale of the planet. You know, you got 3 or 4 billion people online of the 7, and you know, $50 a year or $150 a year is not a lot of money. And it's because it's monthly in subscription, there's no, and you make it free, but even if you pay, there's really little at risk in these SaaS products. So there could be 50 million people subscribing to this easily. I mean, that sounds crazy to people that it would have as many you could have more subscribers than America Online had, or similar to HBO in America for your product. I mean, it could absolutely go 100x from here.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a few more industries we're going to be getting into yet.
Oh, really? Yum, yum.
Design anything, publish anywhere.
Oh, design anything, publish anywhere. Is that the tagline?
Yeah, that's literally like what we're working on.
Okay, so you're going to put 3D printers in space and you can build out the Mars colony ahead of time. If you want your business to succeed online, it has to stand out, and that's why you need a beautiful, world-class website. The good news is you don't have to hire an expensive designer anymore, nor do you need a bunch of developers. No, Squarespace has all the tools you need to claim your domain and start building your company. Hey, maybe you got a product to sell. Maybe you want to show off some samples of your work. Maybe you've got a new service you're providing. Well, Squarespace is the all-in-one tool you need for your business to grow and flourish. And they offer beautiful templates, Maybe you want to start an online course, or you're scheduling appointments for people. Maybe you're generating client invoices. All of that is built into the product. Everything you create with Squarespace is pre-optimized to show up in search engines as well. So you don't need to hire some expensive SEO person. Nope. They're building your meta descriptions. They're setting you up with an auto-generated sitemap, and the SEO is done before you even get started. Plus, there's a new AI-powered feature. It's called Blueprint, which makes it easier than ever before to customize your website and make it really pop. So check out squarespace.com/twist for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/twist to get 10% off your first website or domain purchase. That's squarespace.com/twist.